Alright, so let's look into building a crafting menu. So I created a new project just so it's a little bit cleaner. So I'm just going to do a very basic like print screen and inventory. And then we'll do like a button that can craft one item, and I'll show you kind of the code behind doing that. And then you should be able to kind of replicate that process um, with more items if you have them. So I'm going to create a pickup item real quick. And just need a box collision, static mesh, and our static mesh is just going to be 1m cube. Shrink that down. I'm going to make that bigger. So now with the box collision selected, I'm going to do begin overlap and end overlap. I'm going to cast to my character. Here and here. Don't need these two. And then I'm going to do a gate. Put on open. Put this on close. And I want to do, when you press E, okay. I want to get player controller, enable, right click, enable input, plug the player controller in there, and that in there, and then grab your key input and turn off consumable. Beautiful. So now we want to right click, if my mouse would react, blueprints, structure. This is going to be our item struct. Alright. So let's do herb. And wood, I guess. And we'll do an item name too. And we'll do that as a string. Alright. So now let's open up the third person character. And I want to add that as an inventory. This is going to be of type our item struct, but it's going to be an array. And then in our pickup item, we want to add that item structure, and this one's going to be also an item struct, but it's not going to be an array. It's going to be an individual thing. Okay, so we want to get inventory, drag off here, add, and we want to plug in our item structure, and then destroy actor. That's for our pickup. Okay. So here, I want to just be able to display our inventory. So I'm just going to do a for each loop. Plug in our inventory. I want to break that. And I'm going to do a print string. Off of there to display the item name. Okay. So let's up into here and put a few of these out. And let's go back to edit this and make the item structure public. Click the little eyeball. Now we have this item structure is herb. Call it herb. And this one I'm going to say is wood. Call it wood. These two of those, so 3 herb and 2 wood. If I press I, you'll see I have 3 herb. If I pick those 2 up, I have 3 herb and 2 wood. Okay. So now we want to make a craftable. Okay. So now we can go to blueprint class, actor, and you know what? Let's just delete that. What did just duplicate this? Bandage. Gonna open this up, and we don't want to do any of that. I'll just keep that like that for now. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking let's do another structure. The craftables. And needs herb, boolean, and I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna do this amount required, I guess, and we'll do that as an integer, and that's what we'll do for right now. Okay, let's go into here. Let's change this to our craftables. I guess we don't really need that in there, do we? These are required. Okay, so what I want to do now, C keyboard. This is just going to be our key input to automatically craft a bandage. Okay, for example. So what we want to do is first figure out what's required. So the very first thing that it needs to be required, yeah, we don't need this structure. So we want to, for each loop between here, okay, for our inventory. And I want to make myself some more room here. Right. So let's break that. And the first, we need to check if it's an herb. Okay. And I actually want to track I want to track this. So let's do branch. Do this. Let's do branch. Check if it's an herb. And inside item structure, let's go back to item structure. I want to do number of herbs. Oops. Number of herbs. This is going to be an integer. Number of wood. Also an integer. Okay. Okay, so I want to now set array element. Oh, yeah, we need that. That's my bad. Break is herb. Okay. No, I don't want to do it like this. I want these. I'm just going to do it a variable in the player. Sure. Number of herbs. And we'll do number of wood right in the player. Okay. So now we can check to see, okay, is it an herb? Get number of herbs. Set number of herbs. And we want to +1. Yeah. Okay. Then we can do another branch here. Do the same thing with wood. We want to destroy the actor on each one of these. Okay. So now it should be tracking how many herbs we have and how much wood we have. Okay. So here, you know, if we do just get that back. Let's do a customer that craft bandage, for example. Very first thing we can do is a branch. Okay. And we're going to check to see if this is greater than equal to 2, for example. Okay. And if that's true, then we want to cycle through the inventory and remove index. If it's okay, so basically we're seeing, okay, is it an herb? Remove from index, and Actually, I gotta change this because we only wanted to do it twice, right? We only want to remove 2 because that's the number of required pieces we need for a bandage. Okay. So we can also do a counter. Okay. So let's do make our own counter. X +1. We want to branch here. Gonna get our counter variable and see if it's equal to greater than or equal to 2. If it's false, do that. If it's true, do nothing. Okay, so it's going to go through, it's going to find the first one, it's going to remove it, and it's going to add 1 to our counter, which would be 1. We'll go back through, do it then, add 1 to the counter, which is 2, go back through, and it shouldn't remove anything after that. And then craft bandage here. So basically we're not doing any actions yet. I'm just removing those items from the inventory. So if I hit I, 3 herb, 2 wood. Hit C, hit I, 2 wood, 1 herb. So it removed those 2 elements perfectly fine. Okay. So now, spawn, do it this way if we want to. Spawn actor from class. Let me go in here to our bandage. And I'm going to make that part of that. Simulate physics. And this, I mean, I don't know if you'd want a usable item that stays in your inventory or not, but essentially here would be your heal code, right? So you could either call a custom event, you know, you could call apply damage and then just do a negative damage value in the apply damage node, which will heal the character. So this would be your heal code or your pickup code, basically adding it to the inventory or however you want to do it. Right. And can just do something like that. I know. Okay. So let's get world transform. Right there. And we want to spawn in our bandage. Alright. So if I hit C, nothing happens. Okay. Pick up my items. If I hit I, you see we have 3 herb. Hit C, our bandage spawns in, and we have 2 herb. I'm not adding that to my inventory at all or anything. So that's essentially how you would do it. It's just you would, you know, have your interface kind of involved with this, right? I want to go through and build like a really nice and clean one. It takes some time because I don't want to be figuring it out in video because that would be a long video. But yeah, so that should get you started. Hopefully, I don't want to make it a massively lengthy video. I just kind of wanted to show you the basic of it. And yeah, so give us a watch and let me know if you need anything else.